Today on Judge Porter.
So in relation to the dog, custody of the dog, you're saying in case we break up, you want the dog to leave with you.
So I think my lawyer had everything written down, the documents, but the reason that I want to break up is because I feel a huge intense of emotional ignorance, like neglect, emotional neglect from his side.
50K, I rather spend all my 50K to my dog than for emotional instead for social media.
All rise. The Honorable Judge Porter is presiding. Court is now in session.
Everyone, please be seated. Thank you so much. We're here for case number, 6131, Brianna Hart versus Tony Luca. If you're here, can you please come to the podium? Ms. Hart, good morning.
Morning.
Mr. Luca, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Ms. Hart, you're suing for $50,000 in damages. And you're also suing for custody of a dog.
Yeah, full custody.
Full custody of the dog. Okay, let me start with the dog. Well, let me start with this question. Did you two reside together or something?
We do live together,
Yeah, we do.
Your Honor.
Wait a minute, you still live together?
Yes.
Okay, and you're suing for the dog, even though you still live together? How does, you know what?
Well, how could
Just tell me what's going on here, ma'am.
How could we not live together if, so the only reason I'm staying with him is for the dog. And that's why today I'm here. Because if we're about to break up, I want to be able to have full custody of my dog, right? So.
Okay, so in relation to the dog, custody of the dog, you're saying in case we break up, you want the dog to leave with you.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so why do you think two questions. Why do you think you guys are going to break up, and what damages did he incur? Because there's something that's going on here that you haven't said yet. So please, you have the floor.
So I think my lawyer had everything written down, the documents, but the reason that I want to break up is because I feel a huge intense of emotional ignorance, like neglect, emotional neglect from his side. So,
Okay.
Your Honor, we met 5 years ago and we've been dating since, and we live together.
How long have you guys been residing together?
It's been 4 years.
4 years.
And we spend all vacations together, like we have been with each other's families. Families know one another and everything. But socially, I'm invisible in his life. No social media post about me, no comment. I always share his sneaker, crypto, whatever stories. I just do not exist on his social media, whatever. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
just,
on
he
social
doesn't
media,
talk
Hold
to
on,
me.
hold on,
He
hold
never
on, hold on,
posts
hold on.
anything
Hold on.
It's a
about
monologue.
me.
I'm sorry, you was talking about his crypto. Let me ask you a question, man, before we go any further. Are those glasses prescription?
No.
Okay, can you just take them off for me if you don't mind? Thank you. I appreciate that. Such lovely eyes. See, so you were saying something about his crypto what?
So it's not about crypto. It's about that I feel like I'm totally invisible in his life. Like we never had any, like he's never done anything for my birthday, for anniversary, for this and that.
You mean the anniversary of the relationship?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Untrue.
Yeah, absolutely.
No.
And then there is this social media thing going on that he posts a lot. Not that he has a huge following, he doesn't.
Okay,
But
what
then
does,
it's
what
never
does he post on
neither.
social media?
He posts jokes, real videos. I don't know, but not about me.
But not you. And that's
No.
concerning to you.
He never likes any. He never even checks my social. And you know
So
what
you
I
have
mean?
your own social media page.
Yes, yeah, I
Do you include content about him?
Yes, I do. I do.
Okay.
He doesn't even want to be tagged.
All right. So what's these $50,000 in damages?
It's for emotional neglect,
The emotional neglect.
emotional damage.
Okay. Mr. Luca, sir, give me your side of the story, sir.
Your Honor, first of all, I never intend to hurt or neglect or humiliate this person. But
This person has a
yeah,
name.
there's somebody that I used to know now. First of all, I respect my privacy. I don't share much about my life or my parents, my birthday, anything on social media. She said I'm all over, but not true. I barely share some meme or some content about sport. Nothing much, nothing big. I think relationship is something else than social media, and I intend to respect this. I don't like to share things all around. 100%, the dog is under my custody. I adopted him. I have the insurance. I take care of him. I will never
Let me ask you a
You
question.
didn't even want a dog.
Hold on,
No,
ma'am,
it's
ma'am, hold on. In relation to this dog,
Yeah.
where did the dog come from?
So we decided a few years ago to have a dog, to have a pet. And
I decided that we have a dog and you said no.
I said no for a while because we had to settle down, etc. Then at the end, now we have a dog.
Okay,
the dog is
but
under
what
my
I'm asking
custody.
is, where did the dog come from? Did it come from the city pound? Did you guys go to a dealer or
A
did you
dealer.
find that?
We adopted him.
Yeah.
We have adopted the dog from
Shelter.
where? From the shelter.
Yes.
Okay.
Rescue.
All right. Did you guys go down there together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So the documentation for the dog is
It's
in
mine.
both your names.
No.
It's in
the
your
insurance-
name?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, sorry, sir. It's not under his
Oh,
name.
it's it.
So when I take the dog to the doctor, so he's on a health plan, and that health plan is all under my name.
But
So
I'm
the
paying
health
for
plan.
this.
So the health insurance for the dog is under your
Yes.
name, but the adoption paperwork originally
and
is
I'm paying
under
for the
your
insurance.
name. Okay.
No, that, but yeah. And for sure, I cannot give 50K. I rather spend all my 50K to my dog than for emotional distress
Well,
Well,
if
for
you give
social
it to me,
media.
I'm going to spend it on him.
You know what?
Rest
Let me ask
assured.
this question, Mr. Luca.
Yeah.
Do you want to still be with Miss Hart? That's a yes or no question.
This is a tough question right
No,
now.
it's a yes or no question.
It's more than that. Yeah.
I'm not asking you about conditional stuff because I get the feeling that there are conditional things going on in your mind. Yeah, I want to, but blah, 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 blah. That's what I'm hearing. But no, I'm asking you point blank. Do you want to be with this young lady? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Ms. Hart, ma'am. Same to you. No conditional stuff. Do you want to be with this gentleman?
Like invisibly, like the way that I have been for the past 5
that's a
years.
yes or no
No.
question.
That
It's a
falls
yes
to
or
the
no
conditional thing and we're trying to
Well,
avoid.
like nobody knows that I'm with him. What's the point?
Who cares?
I do.
Who cares?
I live in a
Everybody knows.
society. I live in a society, right?
Ms. Hart, I'm going to ask you one last time. Do you want to stay in this relationship? That would be yes or no.
See,
You have to think about it.
I
every
mean,
single time.
Yeah, I've never fasted. Like, I just don't know. I don't know. I mean,
Well, he's
no.
already said that he wants to stay in the relationship.
Yeah. Look, what if I post our beautiful family, me, her, dog, some caption, she can dictate the caption to one post per month. How about that?
One post per month.
This is the most
You're
I can
gonna
give
do
you.
that?
One post, yeah, per
One
month.
post
time
after
to-
5 years is gonna be really like nice, I guess.
This is the maximum,
One per
but then
month?
there is the judge here. I don't want like push boundary. This is already a lot. Okay, one per month. That's it.
Ms. Hart, how do you feel about that?
No big deal.
Judge, what happened here? Because even years of therapy didn't do
I
that
understand
to him.
that for
Like,
it's important, social media, everything, far from family. For me, it's more important real life. We're
Let me ask
together.
you a question, Mr. Luca. It's a very personal question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. This woman right here, do you love her?
I do.
Is this the person that when you wake up in the morning, this is your sunshine?
Little bit uglier, but yeah.
Is this the person that when you hold her so tight, you're breathing for her?
Yes, Judge, I do.
Ma'am, this man that's standing right here, with all the chaos that goes on in your life, possibly on a daily basis, is this man the brick foundation that keeps you afloat?
yes.
Is this man the walls that protect you from all that can cause harm to you? Let me ask another question. That shoulder that he has right there, when you feel emotional, do you feel that you're in a place where you're comfortable enough to lay your head on that shoulder and cry and feel safe?
Yes.
See, here's the thing about relationships. Getting into a relationship is easy. Getting out of a relationship is easy. But being in a relationship where you grow together, you guys are already married, and you heard the thing about being one. A lot of people just take that as just those are words. All right? Do you believe that you're one? Us against the world. Because I understand what you're saying about the social media thing. I get that. That's important to you. And I understand what you're saying is that you feel kind of standoffish about
No,
doing
it's
it.
privacy is very
He's
important
willing
to
to
me.
make the sacrifice to, what would you say,
One per month.
once per month?
It's a huge
and you're
sacrifice for
acceptable
me.
because you said, if I can remember correctly, you said that's a big thing because therapy couldn't get you guys there. But
Exactly.
let me tell you something, and remember what I am telling you right now. Good people for relationships, husbands or wives, whatever the case may be, they're hard to find. You can't just throw that away and then hope you can find somebody else.
I agree.
Because what happens is when you go off and you find somebody else and you realize that the grass is not greener on the other side, what you have is artificial turf, now you start thinking about the person that you lost or you gave up.
I agree.
But if that person moves on, now you're hurt, you're sad, and it's like, I wish I could have worked on it just a little bit longer, okay? Me and my wife, we've been married for over 20 years, and we've had our
Congrats.
ups and downs. But I am not giving that woman up for anything, and I will fight to the death to protect her. You too need to do the same. That's the mindset you have to have.
If you
And like I said earlier, once he starts posting pictures on social media, there's going to be someone, oh my God, I'm so much better than her, and blah, 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 blah. And he's going to fight for you. Now, whether you got to fight that girl, that's another story. But you see where I'm going with this? All right. Do you still want that $50,000, ma'am?
No, but is he gonna sign about this one post per month? Because, like, I mean, wow.
I got a funny feeling I could take his word for it.
Okay.
All right.
I will
Yeah.
sign.
And the
I'll
dog,
think
you
about
guys are okay with that? I don't
Yes.
have to cut the dog in half and you get a part and you get a
No,
part.
he's a
50 more
father.
weeks together.
All right.
Okay.
You guys, this case is dismissed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You go home and you do what you do.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
I think we're very grateful for Judge Porter for saving our marriage and relationship. And
Yeah, we're happy and we solved and Yes, we are ready to start again together.
As I said, our therapist couldn't get him to post anything
Exactly.
at me,
Thank
but
you.
Judge did.
Thank you,
Judge
Judge.
Porter. We're very grateful for it.
Thank you, Judge.